Final Fantasy X1V or Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn is still said to be the MMO to play. After the original game flopped completely, A Realm Reborn was said to be a resounding success when it launched in 2013. It is reported to have reached well over 20 million players now, and with the most recent expansion receiving such overwhelmingly good reviews, I suspect this number might be higher by now. It is currently available on free trial and free to play up to level 60, so bear that in mind as you watch the video. This is a game where you can group up and play with friends, or you can make it through the majority of the content solo, needing other players mainly for dungeons and main bosses. There are matchmaking options too for dungeons and a scaling system which allows higher level players to still take on lower level content. If you enjoy the idea of taking on group content in an MMO which still focuses on the Holy Trinity, that is to say a tank, healer and DPS, or if you enjoy the thought of huge potential when it comes to character progression and design, then you might really enjoy this game. The game is available on PlayStation, Xbox and on PC. From my own time in the game and from research I've done, it seems that Final Fantasy XIV is meant to be played slowly. The story and plot points run deep, and inconsequential side quests early on may introduce you to pivotal plot twists later down the line. That being said, being told that a game should be played slowly and savoured doesn't necessarily mean you will enjoy it right from the beginning. First impressions, however, are vitally important. I don't personally feel it's fair for any game to expect you to play for 40 hours or more before it gets good. Life is far too short for that. So in this video I wanted to share my own first impressions. I've put together the highlights of my first 20 hours in the game so far, and you'll be able to see how my attitude toward the game changes as I get further into it. During the video I provide commentary on the combat system, the differences between PS4 and PC gameplay as I've tried both now, traversing the world, the gear, enemies and the combat system. I have also added a conclusion toward the end of the video which will provide you with some pros and cons based on my own observations so far. Spoiler alert, my first impressions really weren't that good at first. If you enjoy the video guys or find it useful, please do me a favour and leave me a like or comment if you don't mind. Right, let's jump in. I'll run you through my early experience and then conclude more formally at the end. Okay, so here we go. Right, you're thinking... Ooh, they look cool. Aura. Zayla as well, okay. Oh, you know what? This is so much better. So I tried this first on the PlayStation, and you know what? It's usable, but god damn, the first hour was painful. Totally unintuitive. I love how it levels you up for literally doing nothing. I've literally spoken to one person. Tutorials are kind of useful, but they become invasive after a while. That said, when I was playing on PS4 I actually needed them. It was so kind of difficult to navigate everything. Okay, so you get rested XP for being in a sanctuary. That's quite cool. I always loved that in Warcraft, where you leave yourself at a safe place and you can level up quicker. Okay, so you can group up with a mentor, and you both earn more XP until level 20. So that's quite cool. Right, so I'm going to pick up a few quests, have a little run around and see how we feel about things. I'm already liking it a lot more than the PS4 version. Now, I got used to the PS4 version. I spent a good, I don't know, call it 5 hours maybe. But it really did take a little bit of getting used to. So that's cool. When you attune yourself to these stones, you can return here quite quickly. So where is the return? There it is. So I can just kind of, it's like a Hearthstone in again comparing it to Warcraft. I love the drama. Da, 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 da. You handed him a letter. Celebrate. Okay, fine, I'm being a bit dramatic, but you know what? They forced my hand. Okay, so basic gear, that's nice. Profile. Nice, there's different tanks. Okay, now I'm getting into it. I've got to be honest, after After 5 or so hours on the PS4, I was starting to have major reservations about this game. I did start to get into it. It was very frustrating. By the time I'd spent enough time to learn, I was kind of frustrated. Got to be honest. Oh, for God's sake! Are you joking? Have you seen the state there? I don't know if you can see on the camera. My cat has just brought me a pair of my son's socks, and she wants me to throw them for her because she plays fetch. Now, this, yeah, I know. All right. I don't know if the audio will pick her meowing. She basically wants to play, and A, she's not very good at taking no for an answer, and B, it's my fault because I wanted her to go away at one point, and I threw some socks for her to play with, and now it's become the game. You're so naughty. Wow, she was rude. I should really have, instead of picking up the things for her, punched her in the face, because that's pretty much what she needed. Seek out any would-be weavers. Oh, fucking hell. Would-be weavers. Trying to make this as difficult as possible. Right, so I've basically just got to go and emote at people. Let's welcome you. Man, I've got to do this 5 times. Oh, okay. It's trying to drill it into my muscle memory so that I'm emoting at people without permission. Just welcome, damn you. It would have been better if I could go and threaten them instead. Just go to people and go, become a weaver or die. Face thy punishment. Okay, I can see myself kind of getting into this game. Given a bit of time. That's the problem. They kind of intro and they're making you carry stuff around the city. It kind of drains my will to play the game pretty quickly. But I can see the appeal if you've got patience, which irritatingly I don't. I'm pretty impatient with these kind of things. I know I should be more patient. I'm very aware of my flaws. So what level are we now? Level 7, not doing bad. Yep, let's kill these. Kill this one. Whoa, stay out of the anyway. Okay, that went alright. The areas are really nice looking. I do like the graphics of the game, and this is pretty cool. Some nice little dancers who are all pretty much naked, for those of you who don't see enough naked women. I'm going to edit that bit out. Or maybe not, I don't know. Am I? I want to buy. Looking for shield. Must find shield. The map's kind of bewildering at first, you know, with it being instanced. Oh wait, hang on. Are these shops? Potwatch, apothecary. What else we got? Battlecraft armor. Okay. Purchase disciple of war gear. Yeah. No, they're all leggings. Damn you, battle gear guy. Aha! Ha ha ha! Yeah, come on, I've got one. Bronze no, not scrotum. No, scutum. I really shouldn't have said that. I'm probably going to edit that out as well. So I've got a decent number of abilities now. I feel like we could go and try and tank something if I can get invited to a dungeon of some description. I think I've been spoilt a little bit with Warcraft. The graphics on this are obviously loads better, but in terms of the seamless kind of new user, new player journey, it's kind of spoiled me a little bit. You know, just little touches like you don't have to run back necessarily to hand in every single quest. I could get into this, I could. I'm just not 100% about it yet. And this game does look very good. The graphics are nice, the areas are nice. I mean, for an older game, still pretty impressive for a MMO. Obviously it must be a nightmare to optimise. Man, there's a lot of chit chat in this game. They want to tell you loads. And for people that aren't as enthralled with the lore, that might be a bit of a downside. Combat system's fairly kind of straightforward. There are combos and I'm assuming that'll get a little bit more complicated later down the line. Okay, so I'm supposed to be following someone. I'm awful at follow quests, I have no patience for that. But in this case, he has run off without me, which is pretty ambitious. I'm guessing I was supposed to save him or help him or do something. Holy shit, has he gone down there? Okay, here he is. He waited for me after all. Ooh, interesting. Let's do it. Put my buffs on. Let's have it. Now I need to actually pay attention. Shield Bash's got a nice cooldown. Run away. Miss me, you fool. Get down. Whoa, no you don't. I wonder if I can interrupt that. Try it again. Shield Bash. Okay, no I can't. Nice. My guy looks like an absolute numpty. Beats the eye patch, I suppose. Seems kind of silly wearing an eye patch when you don't need one. You're literally just obscuring your vision. Ah yes, I will level up by blinding myself in one eye. Oh, okay. So we are actually aggroing things now. Whoa. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew here. I don't want to die. Stun you. Take you out of the fight. Stun you. Can I survive this? Yeah, I can survive this. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, it's fine. Not fine. It's not fine. So that was interesting. You get your health back pretty quick when you're not in combat, which is nice. I like that. No, you don't. I like having to use interrupts. I wasn't enjoying the combat before. Now it's a bit more kind of tactical. Made it. Okay. You know, the game's actually starting to make me like enjoy it. I know that sounds surprising. I sound like I'm surprised. I probably shouldn't, but it is surprised based on how I started and when I was playing last night on the PS4. Honestly, I was not enjoying it. It was a slog to continue. Okay, so I can get off this thing if I want to. That's quite cool. But it's nice. I can just AFK travel for a minute. That's pretty cool. Check me out. Massive numpty on a giant chicken. Awesome. Ooh. Looks like we're in another one of these little instanced areas. Keep this guy locked down, I think, for now. I've rearranged my bars as well so I can work a bit more efficiently. Damn archers. Every game. I hate archers in every game. Apologies if you're an archer. But for the record, I'm not sorry. You're all scum. I'll probably edit that bit out. It's a lot quicker to get round once you kind of get used to it. It took so long though. I'm still figuring it out, but... Excuse me, sir, you just stood on my table. I was eating my dinner. Put on the voice of... Oh god, I totally misread that. I thought it said put on the voice of lust. I was like, wow. It's escalated really quickly. Put on the voice of the just and speak with Bartholomew. Okay. What just happened there? You just fall off the desk. Okay, let's see how this goes. See if we can group them up. Turning away from my friend. See if I can put these down. I'll keep the main guy on me. Nice. Okay. Wasn't so bad. This is the final training exercise. It's actually really good. It's pretty fun. It's with NPCs, but it's a really good training exercise for tanking. I'm assuming they've got the same for healing. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Actually making me work for it. It's teaching you how to pick up kind of stray enemies and dodge AoE at the same time, and keep them off your DPS. Boss fight. Pop some buffs. Just keep the enemy too high. Keep out of his AoE. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. It's really good exercise, teaching people how to tank. My character's looking loads better now. Actually look like I'm a tank rather than, I know, a clown. I think I picked up a ring. Yeah, I'll have that. So, from my own observations, these are the pros and cons from the perspective of a new player experience. Pros: great graphics and audio, the music in particular is fantastic, aside from when you're riding a chocobo. A good solid combat system. The combat doesn't seem to hit as hard as something like Black Desert, but it's fluid and you have the ability to combo various abilities, which provides some very early tactics to your fights. The tank, healer and DPS system is a favourite of mine personally, and Final Fantasy XIV does a fantastic job of running new players through tutorials to outline the details of the role you've picked out for yourself. I haven't actually seen a game explain this better, in fact. If you're new to MMOs, then this would be a great place to start, if only for the role-based tutorials. The story is very deep. If you enjoy story-based RPG games, then I wouldn't be surprised if you like Final Fantasy XIV, even if you're not an MMO fan by nature. There are all sorts of reasons to play the game too. From the beginning, there are 10 base classes to choose from and then up to 18 additional subclasses, ranged to melee combat, healers, rogues. There are dungeons and PvP modes which include an arena and a battleground style game format too. You get the idea. In terms of the cons, I want to point out that the PC and the PS4 versions of the game felt very different to me. I did not like the control system for the PS4 at all. It is usable, but it will take you at least an hour and possibly more to get used to it, and it doesn't feel very intuitive at all. In terms of the graphics and performance on PS4, I'd like to say it does really well. It performs much better than something like Bless Unleashed, and I didn't notice any major frame rate issues during my time with the early game. Another con is the pacing of the game. Now this might not be a problem for everyone. Personally, I found the first few hours of the game incredibly slow, and it took around 2 to 3 hours for me at least before I started to warm to it. Some people may enjoy the slower pace, but I'm pretty impatient by nature, so I had to push through the initial parts of the game before I warmed to it. Many of the story cutscenes are not voiced over, it's text only. Again, this might not be an issue for a lot of people, but for me it took away the impact of the story a little and left me feeling less interested in the lore than I might have been. Don't forget guys, this is on free trial, so if you like the look of the game, there is no risk in giving it a go. Please leave me a like and comment before you go, sub if you're new, and I'll wrap it up there. Thank you for watching, take care, stay safe, bye bye now.